This week, Andy's world is turned upside down when he shows up to a baby shower and she lies about her response to his proposal. In Season 7, Episode 20, titled Beautiful Liar, Andy must deal with the aftermath of Gary's marriage proposal and conceal her true feelings from her friends. Meanwhile, Hayden's secret affair comes to light, causing ripples not only among his co-workers but also affecting the dynamics within their social circle, with the exception of the Hudad donor. Rich wonders if she has sufficient details about him. In addition, he wishes to determine whether he will want to interact with the child. Rich notification the issue, however Saber doesn't, which causes humiliation. Embarrassment. Morris and Sabrina are as yet examining the occurrence from prior when they are later at the bank. Damani contacts Sabrina soon after to illuminate her that he has finished each of the tests at the specialist and will right away get the discoveries. Findings. Because she is getting closer to becoming a mother, Sabrina is both happy and emotional. Mother. Michael is being engaged by Miss Rose. The nanny. When Zach gets home, Michael is educated by Zach that he will be an elder sibling and that he once had an elder sibling, ace of father, a dad and child. Son. After work, Zach and Michael have a wonderful relationship. Work. Rich updates Tony about the Gary situation, and Tony makes a beeline for Danny's loft. Apartment. Tiffany sends Tony a text while he's taking a shower to remind him of a present he gave her for their anniversary. The picture shows Tiffany and a bra. Tony is tired of Danny's jealousy, and she's frustrated that he isn't circling back to his ex. He walks out naked when Danny begs for her towel and decides not to deal with it. Naked. Rich is subsequently educated by Tony about the upheaval, including Danny and Tiffany in the CHW bar, while Rich updates Tony on Sabrina's ripeness show with Space. Tony asks why a young, well-off man would have zero desire to become a dad to a lovely, achieved genteel Sabrina. Finally, Rich recognizes that Sabrina is the one in the wake of seeing the last notification for her credit cards, which Pam had maxed up to send off her business. Pam enters Karen's office at the salon. Karen says she won't take Pam's loan because she won't pay it back. In the end, Pam promises to pay Karen back within 8 months of Karen's departure this week. Gary cracks Andy's companions out when he makes an appearance to a child shower, and she winds up lying about her response to his proposition in Season 7, Episode 20, named Lovely Liar Strains. Rays as Gary's surprising appearance and declaration at the child shower flip around Andy's reality. Now Andy should explore through the fallout of Gary's engagement proposition and disguise her actual sentiments from her companions. The episode vows to delve into the intricacies of connections and the results of stowed-away truth insights as Andy wrestles with Gary's sensation. Her companions lift up her uninformed about the strife she's hiding. In the meantime, Hayden's mysterious issue becomes known, causing swells among his colleagues as well as influencing the elements inside their group of friends, with the exception of the Hudad pair Zach and Fatima. Gary acquaints everybody with his life partner Andrea Barnes and stretches out a solicitation to everybody to go to their wedding in the primary scene of the episode when Gary tells Karen and her 2 child daddies or men's that they are pregnant, and when Rich and Zach are linked to contact him, things nearly become physical. Gary at last heads out, giving everybody an exceptionally terrible night. After everyone has left, Andy confides in her completely, which says a lot about their friendship, that she can tell Fada things that she can't tell anyone else. Additionally, Zach and Rich's friendship grows, and Gary and Andy later meet with their wedding coordinator wearing funny smiles. Before he leaves, he tells Andy to remove her underwear. He wants them so we can smell her all day, every day, even if she says she's on her period. This individual is extremely vile. Nasty. Pilla calls Andy at the legal office to inquire about Jordan's poor handling of the news and asks her why she broke up with Jordan. Andy hangs up on Evie the gangster as soon as Fatima enters to check on her. Gangster. Fatima suggests that Gary be eliminated from the image for good. Good. Later, Jordan bursts into the attorney's office to inquire about Gary. Gary. At the point when Miss Marie visits Hayden, she requests that he spend the end of the week from home when she pivots the work area to deal with things herself. When Tamara unexpectedly enters, she finds them in a dangerous situation. Marie asks her condescendingly how it tasted then after Tamara solves the mystery of the great PEB from the previous episode by putting 2 and 2 together. Then, despite the fact that Tamara is an elderly person, she still threatens to drag her 2 women, who will soon be fighting over Hayden, who never would have imagined that would happen. Jordan is getting ready for a debate, but he isn't thinking about this. Rich informs Jordan of Andy and Gary's engagement. Jordan shows an interest in going to Andy's apartment when he stops by, but Rich tells him not to because he has a lot riding on his campaign. Afterward, Rich visits Sabrina at home, where they examine the report about Andy and Gary as well as a report on her sperm donor and benefactor and what she admits that Space is her giver-donor. Rich contemplates whether she has sufficient data on him. In addition, he wishes to determine whether he will want to interact with the child. Rich observes the issue, but Saber does not, which is embarrassment. Morris and Sabrina are still talking about the incident from earlier when they get to the bank later. Shortly after, Damani calls Sabrina to tell her that he has finished all of the tests at the doctor and will soon get the results. Findings. Because she is getting closer to becoming a mother, Sabrina is both happy and emotional. Mother. Michael is being engaged by Miss Rose. Zach tells the nanny that he will be a big brother when he gets home, and Michael learns from Zach that he once had a big brother as a father and son. After work, Zach and Michael have a wonderful relationship. Work. Rich updates Tony about the Gary situation, and Tony goes to Danny's apartment. Tiffany sends Tony a text while he's taking a shower to remind him of a present he gave her for their anniversary. Tiffany is pictured wearing a bra in the image. Tony is tired of Danny's jealousy and is disappointed that he hasn't spoken to his ex-girlfriend. He walks out naked when Danny begs for her towel and decides not to deal with it. Naked. Rich is subsequently educated by Tony about the disturbance, including Danny and Tiffany in the CHW bar. While Rich updates Tony on Sabrina's fruitfulness show with Space, Tony asks why a young, well-off man would have zero desire to become a dad to a lovely, achieved, cultured Sabrina. Finally, Rich recognizes that Sabrina is the one in the wake of seeing the last notification for her credit cards, which Pam had maxed up to send off her business. Karen at the salon welcomes Pam into her office. Karen says she won't take Pam's loan because she will pay it back herself. Pam promises to pay Karen back within 8 months of her departure if she doesn't.